into the tunnel, talk is too real. Talk about sports with the truth, Truesdale. The Great Sports Morpheus. Listen up and talk about sports with us. This that sports flow. We talking sports, bro. All sorts though. Tune in to the sports show. All sports, all stats, I'm an all-star. Championship MVP, who gonna ball hard? What's your favorite sporting team? I'm asking y'all. Baseball, football, or is it basketball? Getting money is my sport, so I have to ball. In the tunnel is the best show after all.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of In the Tunnel Radio. Hey, got my man. What's up, Rich? What's going on? Lemonhead? You good?
What's up?
Y'all good?
What's up?
Oh, hey, well, look. I'm excited about the show today. We got a special guest. My man, like a big brother to me, he is H-Town Pride. H-Town Vic is in the house. So we got a lot to talk about.
Did you say special guest or special ed? I couldn't hear you. You said something like that?
Oh, no, I said special guest. Don't do my guy like that. Yeah.
Hey, we start from the jump. We start from the jump.
Okay, yeah. You know,
hey, started out there.
Let everybody know out there, he is a down-hard H-Town fan. From Hardman Middle School to Bel Air High School. To North Texas, to all of Texas, all that. He's the H-Town Pride. Anyway, Pride, yeah. South Park is in the house. Yeah. So again, we got our show is sponsored by today by VIP Elite Car Dealership. Victor Holmes is the guy. It's the man there. Runs everything. And also Mike Slaughter, attorney Mike Slaughter in the DUIs, criminal cases. Mike Slaughter is the guy. It's the guy to talk about. So we got a lot of hot topics, good things we're going to talk about today. You know, we definitely want to start off the show with respect. Talk about two guys who's big in sports. College football first. So my man, Howard Scherlenberger, who built University of Miami, who is the U, who got it started, passed away this week at 87 years old. He's a hell of a legend. You know, he worked with Don Shula with the Dolphins, played for Don Shula. Richmond, we was talking about earlier, I know he even played on the Super Bowl team. And the crazy thing was he wanted that job. He used to tell his wife all the time, and his wife said, we think it'd be a good job because he knew the vision there. So he was, Miami had the worst program in the country. You know, if you look at the 30 for 30 special, they were saying that you can go buy a Whopper and get another Whopper, get a free ticket to the Miami game. And it was independent, so they had to play all the strong teams. And you can pretty much look at all the teams they played with on their 30 for 30 when they played Notre Dame, Oklahoma, teams like that. But it was a lot of teams was coming down to Miami, plucking all those players down there. You know, so he was the first guy to go in the inner city and recruit those guys out of Liberty City, inner city Miami, and we recruited some tough boys out of South Florida. So definitely got to give him a lot of props, man. He was the man. You know, what you think about him, Rich? What you think about his legacy going on?
Legendary. If he comes from the Don Shula coaching tree, which first of all, usually don't have that type of success that follows. You know, when you follow the legendary coach, it's always hard to feel the shoes of another legend. So that's the first thing.
Right.
So for him to have success with that, because let's be honest, before he got there, man, like you said, Miami was a joke. They used to literally have to and their giveaway tickets to their program. So for him to take them to a national powerhouse and a phenomenal success, and then he set the stage, he set the door for them to go from Miami to the U. So without him, there is no U and that legacy that followed, afterwards. So great coach, great pioneer, great evolutionary type coach who brought a lot of different aspects, a lot of different wrinkles to the game that some of them are still being used today. And his reach and his impact on the game speaks for itself.
Right. I mean, he also he left and took a USFL job and a GM job, a GM and head coach job in USFL. Then he went up, and of course the league folded, but he ended up going to Louisville made a hell of a did a hell of a job there. They named the athletic building out there, football complex, I think, after him. Of course, he went to Oklahoma, so he had a lot of success where he went. But what he did at the U was amazing. You know,
Right.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah.
So yeah, what'd you think, Lemonhead?
Oh no, just a lot of things that he done. A lot of people couldn't done, and a lot of players respect him a whole lot. So you don't hear nothing but good about him.
Agreed.
Bad moves at Tech. He thought I forgot about that. You
No,
played against the U.
I don't think.
Yeah, y'all played the U.
Yeah. I was locking Michael Irvin now.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
You got it.
Yeah.
So yeah. But he balled out.
Yeah, he was a man. Well, we lost a big time in basketball too. Elgin Baylor was the first pick in the draft for the Minnesota Lakers. He's with Minnesota. He's with the Lakers before they moved to LA. He was huge. He was huge. He was real big time and huge. I mean, like you said, I think he was the first Jordan, Dr. J, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was a tough loss too. Yeah, he was 86, I think. Yeah, both of these guys lived a life, but that was a pretty tough loss there too. Legend went on. I think he GM for the Clippers too for some years too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
One of the original high flyers. Just a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player. He was one of the guys that brought a lot of the sizzle and the pizzazz to the game. So, in addition to that, his contributions in the front office, speak for itself with the Clippers. So, huge loss for for basketball and for sports in general. Not to mention he was another one of those individuals who was a key member of the civil rights movement in sports. So one of the most famous things that he was involved in was the protests, because they had him and the other black Laker players going all the way across town because the hotel that they stayed in refused to allow black players. So they had the white players for the Lakers downtown and they had the black players uptown. So he refused to play. And, that was one of the things that, were very significant during that era.
Yeah. What's your memories on the big?
Being one of the first black GMs. For a long time there in LA. He wasn't known for winning, but he definitely knew how to do a lot of. He was one of the greatest players that ever played. I think he was maybe considered the man that had the big hands and dunk and everything else in the league when he first got involved, Elgin Baylor. Certainly a great loss.
Right. He will be missed though, man. With his wife and his daughter and everything. So yeah, it will be missed. So we gotta go to hot tamales now. Right now we're going hot tamales, talk about the Houston Rockets. The losing streak. I think
you said hot and Houston Rockets in the same sentence. That kind of goes together like potatoes and grapes.
Shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
The damn thing hot about Houston Rockets.
Right. Well, with the loser streaks, is they back on the loser streak?
They won. They won. The last game they played, I think, was against who's the other sorry team they played against? Was it the Kings?
I had kept up. Was the Kings?
I don't know. It was like looking. It was like mirror images of each other. Two horrible teams against somebody who had to win.
Right. Yeah, but they are. They
need to go on another losing streak. They don't need to win a game. They don't need to win another game. It's about the lottery.
Right. So the next question is about the lottery pick. They known for being lucky and getting blessed in the lottery. Picking the team. Coming in like good luck with the ball, whatever they call that, Rich.
Yeah, ping
ball. But yeah. And they say they always have luck on that. So I hope they get the number one pick. I like the kid out of USC. I think they need a bigger person Kid got kind of like a Kevin Garnett game. Everybody keep yelling Cunningham from Oklahoma State. To me, it's enough guards. I mean, what you think, H-Town, Vic?
They got with the logic, a lot of it's a little bit different now. I think the first 3 teams have a 14% chance. They don't give you that big advantage like you used to when they have the worst record. But I'm all about them getting athletes. There's one big guy, the kid out of USC, be nice. But I'm kind of getting real partial to the Jalen Green kid, about 6'5", 2-guard, jump out the gym. They say maybe the next second coming of Kobe. I don't know about that. He can definitely play.
I mean,
Rich.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head because first of all, we don't have enough information on these cats to be calling them the next Kobe. This is not like the old era where you had lots of film on guys, you seen guys dominate, and we don't know nothing about these cats. So I'll be honest, I don't see any guy out of this draft. I could be proven wrong later, and I hope I am proven wrong later. But I don't see a generational talent that pops off the screen like, oh my God, every team should try to lose every game they can to try to get this guy. There's no LeBron, there's no Zion Williamson, there's not a Kevin Garnett or anything like that in this draft. I don't see it.
You're talking about great. How many Michael Jordans you see in the draft? You never see that. Nobody thought Dame Little be that good either. He went in the 20s.
We knew LeBron was great. We knew LeBron was great. We knew that Zion Williamson was going to be good. We knew that already.
Lifetime. Him too. But there's 20 other drafts.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see that.
This time was always going to be the great guy.
I just need them to get some help.
Yeah, they need some help in the hurry.
I don't need nothing else.
And I didn't call him the second coming either. I said they say. They say. Whatever
they need to stop drinking on the job. I don't see it, man. Right. We knew Kobe was great when he was 14, 15 years old. He was over there tearing them dudes up in Europe. He was a teenager. We knew he was going to be great. What on these guys?
All them air balls you did.
Hey, them air balls got him to the Hall of Fame and got his jersey retired twice. So Kobe on his worst day was better than anybody that ever played in Houston. On his worst day.
Yeah. Well, look here. We got talk about the Houston Cougars, baby. The League 8, baby.
Cougs Nation, baby.
Won big last night over Syracuse. Yeah. We gotta have something on fire because
now we're talking about hot. See, we started off with cold. Now we're switching to the hot tamale. I guess the first one was the cold tamale. Now we're switching to the hot tamale.
Yeah, do you think they can beat the Rockets?
They probably could. They probably could beat the Rockets. They should let the Rockets just let them finish their schedule.
Oh, it's time big over here getting mad, man. Tell me, watch my mom. But if you ask him if North Texas could be, he'd probably say, yeah, North Texas got past that first round. No, it's
still a difference between professional and amateur.
Yes, sir. Grown men.
Yeah. So they be playing Oregon State next round.
Yes.
That's tomorrow, right?
That's tomorrow. Yeah. For the Elite Eight.
It's gonna get tougher as it go. I think they got a real good shot. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna match up if everything goes the way we think it is. They're gonna match up with Baylor in the Final Four. So I think that's gonna be the toughest of the remaining opponents because I understand and there's no reason not to respect Gonzaga and what they did this year. They can be beat though. I don't care what no one say. They can be beat. Baylor or U of H. Both of those teams, I think, are capable of beating. If they step up to their very best, two long teams, they play good defense, you always got a chance when you can stop other teams from scoring. I'm just saying. Both of those teams, I think, are capable of beating Gonzaga. And you can't sleep on Michigan either. Michigan's going to play them in the
final. I'm about to say that.
Yeah.
Howard got them boys rolling, man. They beat Florida State. Florida State have a good team, so yeah, that's gonna definitely be interesting. See what goes on rest around the March Madness, So look here, we got two hot tamale questions to ask. Okay, we're gonna come back on this break. We got 2 questions to ask, so let's take us a break, Rich. And we got two good interesting questions to ask on hot tamales.
All right.
Was not born with a pipe in his mouth.
So
But he
we're going
was
to be a
born
big
a
argument
winner,
now.
and throughout his career, he made people around him winners. From 1979 through 1983, he changed the way people looked at University of Miami football, and the way the Hurricanes looked at themselves. Offensive line coach Art Kehoe played and coached under Schnellenberger.
When he took over the program, I think a lot of people talked commitment but weren't willing to walk commitment, and that work ethic, that commitment, that fierce dedication and discipline, it helped us, turn the program around.
His coaching career began at Kentucky and then at Alabama under the legendary Bear Bryant. Then, after serving on the Los Angeles Rams coaching staff, he found a new opportunity.
Howard, you came from a winner of the Los Angeles Rams, a contender, to a loser, a tail end of the Miami Dolphins. I know the fans want to ask why.
Well, it's really not so surprising.
Schnellenberger coached the Dolphins offense for 7 seasons, including the undefeated 17-0 year of 1972. Then in 1979, he accepted the challenge of rebuilding the Hurricanes. His defensive line coach, Harold Allen.
He brought a lot of leadership, maybe from the Dolphins with Don Shula, and everything was, he brought it to college, was also business.
Former Canes offensive lineman Don Bailey.
He got out of people what no one else could get out of you. Howard took you to as far as you could go, then a couple more steps, and then he would back off on it. There was a mystique. Howard Schnellenberger has a mystique about him, but that's what makes him great.
That mystique began with Miami's shocking upset of Penn State in 1979 behind freshman quarterback Jim Kelly.
To be a great football coach, you have to be a great teacher. Coach Schnellenberger is most certainly both. And what I've learned from him is knowledge I use not only in my career, but in my everyday life. There are few people I respect as much as you, Coach.
Soon the wins began to accumulate. In 1980, a game-ending field goal and a 31-7 win over Florida. In 1981, 17-14 over top-ranked Penn State. And a 9-2 season was capped with a win over Notre Dame. But 2 seasons later, there was uncertainty as the Hurricanes opened 83 with a freshman quarterback and a 28-3 loss at Florida.
We started off the year and got ambushed up at Florida. It was, it scared everybody because you wondered what was going to happen after that. But, we just kept getting better and better every week.
Ozar on the play action, deep down the middle to Brown. He's there. Brown's on the way. This will be a touchdown. 73 yards, Eddie Brown.
There it goes off tackle to the right, and Bentley gets in the end zone for Miami. They picked it up well. Brown, touchdown.
The wins kept coming, and in the season's 9th game, the Hurricanes beat West Virginia to stake their claim for a major bowl game.
I can't say very much except this. You've come a long way. Nobody in the world thought you could come this far. Nobody in the wildest dream thought you could do it. Except everybody here. There's an old saying when you get in the top of the 9th inning, 2 outs. And you got your best pitcher up there, and he drives that first one by him. Strike 1. And that's today. Tomorrow, next Saturday, strike 2. And then up in Tallahassee, strike 3, and you're in.
But next week, Miami found itself trailing East Carolina in the 4th quarter.
50 short dog Z takeoff. Can you get that in there? John. 50 short dog Z takeoff.
Kozar on the drop. Bernie looking, firing long. Bomb! Brown there! Got it! And out of bounds!
What do you call?
I don't know. A jam in the middle. Kozar himself. The touchdown, Miami! Bernie Kozar!
The next week, on the final play of the season's final game, Jeff Davis's field goal put the Hurricanes in the Orange Bowl against top-ranked Nebraska.
We had great respect and admiration for Nebraska, but we felt very confident if we had just gone about our business and worked hard and stayed tight and together as a team, that we were going to play the type of game that would, give us an opportunity to win.
Second and short, like a free play down the middle. Dennison, he scores! Bernie takes, gives Bentley 5, 3, 2. Touchdown, Miami! You're right down to the guts of it right here, friends. 31-30, going for two. Gill takes, looks, rolls, throws, deflected away! Deflected away!
These guys did it because they knew they could. I'll tell you right now, school's out. This place up for grabs.
I think you could see out there in that stadium tonight what it really meant to this community and how totally involved and totally committed they were to this game tonight. This has been a love affair that's been developing for 5 years. And tonight was the fulfillment of a dream that, I say fulfillment, it might just be the beginning of a dream.
Tonight, entering the University of Miami Sports Hall of Fame, Howard Schnellenberger.
In the tunnel, 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 sports time. Ooh.
What? And we're back.
What's up? We're back. Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
Yeah, Rich.
He hasn't said it yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have to trade that man. I think the relationship is broken.
Yeah.
I hope it's not. I'm still going to pull whatever team he goes for. That's going to be my new team. It hasn't made any sense. I think really, was it last Friday when they tweeted out that they was interviewing Josh McCown? Josh McCown? You have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. What do you do? What do you do?
I'm going for it.
I'm going for it. You going for it? I think I'll go for it. Even on Madden, I'm going for it.
Flat fee tax prep and services should be your first and only call when it comes to tax preparation and filing. We know that preparing to file your taxes can be overwhelming and confusing, which is why we offer a comprehensive tax preparation service for an affordable flat fee. Also, we offer a host of other services to include notary. Let us make your life easier with our convenient and affordable notary services. You can certainly entrust your most valuable documents with us. Startup Business Solutions. Establish rapid LLC setups in no time. Marketing strategies. Our team is prepared to offer creative and innovative ways to enhance your business ideas. Credit counseling, insurance protection, and more. Call us for more information and rates. 281-661-3975. Also visit our website at www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. We look forward to servicing you.
What's up? We back? What's up with Rich? Rich, what's going on? Rich, what's going on now? Hey, look, Rich. I know we got the two questions to ask, but before we get to that, I know you want to talk about your sad moment about the meat market, right?
Oh yeah. Forgot all about how disrespectful for us not to pay tribute to a H-Town icon, the phenomenal Burt's Meat Market. So I don't care who you are. I don't give a damn who you are. If you've been in any part of Houston in 75 years, you know where Burt's Meat Market is. You've heard of Burt's Meat Market. If not, you've eaten something from there before. You may not know it, but you have. So they're going to be closing their doors on the 31st. It's going to be their last day of operations after 75 years. And it's really sad to lose an iconic business like Burt's Meat Market. So we want to thank them for all of their many years of great service to the community. All of us grew up on Burt's, so they're gonna be missed.
Well, yeah, I heard a lot of good things. I was talking to somebody. They was talking about they had a friend, an uncle worked there. Talking about they was working there for years, since high school. The dude like 50-something years old right now. So I guess he played 75 years, been around a long time. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. So we got these 2 questions. Hot tamale questions, man. Should Harden be MVP? Hey, Sal, what you think?
That's really a question. That's rhetorical, right? I mean, the man's lead is in the top 3 scoring and number 1 in assists, and his team has got the 2nd best record in the NBA. What else you want him to do? I want you to put your hand on your face like that for Rich. You probably gonna say something like LeBron needs to win again, while they currently sit in 4th place. And they better not fall to 6th. Then they're really gonna be in the world. So they're gonna run to the Lakers, and he's scared of that boy with the big old hands.
Wake up, Rich. Wake up, Rich.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Wake up.
How many times we gotta hear the same not one of the excuses for James Harden, man. You got Kyrie Irving next to you. You had Kevin Durant, he's coming back. Now you got Blake Griffin. Now you got Aldridge. You have an all-star team that's loaded in a weak division, in a weak conference. Also, remember, a part of this season is that sorry-ass performance that he had with that team on Crawford Street or wherever the hell they play. That's part of your season, too. You don't get to cut that out, too. You're gonna take the slice, you're going to take the whole damn pie. The Houston Rockets were trash with James Harden. He was there for 8 games. It's a 70-game season. That's 10% of your season. So you can't be trash for 10% and call yourself an A student. You already got a maximum of a 90. How you going to consider yourself to be the MVP when you got other team players on your team that are better than you? You got a weak conference. You didn't even move it down for them. The Brooklyn Nets were already winning when you got there. Only thing you did was help them sell a few more tickets and, maybe sell some beer or something in Brooklyn. That's about it. You had nothing. You had a damn thing else.
Then he had an all-star team?
They already had an all-star team without him. They had two Hall of Famers already without him.
So that's your excuse for why he shouldn't win?
Kyrie Irving.
LeBron shouldn't win either.
Who has been to the finals, by the way, and Harden, Harden hasn't since he left Oklahoma.
Is Anthony Davis an all-star?
Hell yeah, he is.
Does he play with LeBron?
Yeah, but he's been hurt. He's been hurt most of the season.
Wade an all-star? And Chris Bosh? Did they play with LeBron?
You see, now you're trying to twist the narrative. Now you're trying to twist the narrative.
What you said about an all-star team.
Right. James Harden is Robin. You trying to put Batman pants on the board. He's Robin. And he get a little bit older, his ass fit to be Alfred. So you trying to make something that ain't there, bro.
Let's make it simple.
Let the dude be a side piece. That's all he is. That's all he ever gonna be. James Harden ain't no damn legend. He ain't no damn MVP this year. He's a side piece. He's like, speaking of Bert, he's like a little extra side dish of dirty rice from Bert. But he ain't the main course. He ain't the main course. The Brooklyn Nets win the championship this year is gonna be because of Kevin Durant. We all know that. Ain't nobody worried about no James Harden.
All right, but Rich, who should be MVP?
Right now, it has to be LeBron. It has to be LeBron. It has to be LeBron right as we speak right now. It has to be LeBron.
You say Jokic?
You said what?
Who did he say?
LeBron.
He said LeBron. So wait a minute. He got all-stars on the team. He can't be.
What does that have to do with anything? Let's talk about performance. Let's talk about performance. Yeah, let's talk about performance. Because by the way, James Harden all-star in Houston with him, and they was garbage for 8 games. You got to think about that too.
Okay, but hold on, Rich.
Harden not qualified to be in this conversation. Man.
Hold on, Rich. So he's saying let's talk about his performance. James Harden's performance. Yeah.
25 and 8. 11 points.
He do that all the time. James Harden has done exactly what he's done in Houston Except he lost a few pounds. He's not going to strip clubs every night, and ain't no turkey leg hood up there. That's the only thing you're doing there. The only thing you're doing different. Ain't doing a damn thing else different. He might have ran a comb through his nappy beard hairs a couple times since he's been in Brooklyn. That's about it. Ain't nothing else changed. We already knew this. Hart has not elevated his game this year. He's doing the same thing he's always done.
Look here, I don't care.
He's the new Mitch Richmond. He's a scoring machine. They don't add a damn thing else to the team.
Y'all can see it. Y'all can talk together. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say. H-Town Vic. I don't think you heard you. What you said at the end.
As long as he brings back the hardware, that's all that matters. MVP is individual.
Has he brought it back before?
LeBron can have that.
Has he brought it back before? It's empty, right? Well, it's the hardware cabinet. What the hardware at, James? Where's that? Has he ever brought any hardware back?
But listen. This is how I look at the whole deal. Everybody always need help. That's just the reality. The best player ever played the game, Jordan, when he first came in the league, he was getting blown out, went and got help. Scotty got Robin. Everybody always need help. I know everybody making a big deal because Durant is not playing right now what he's doing. Yeah, he's a stat man. But like you say, you got to win the big game. You got to win the big
Until proven otherwise, James Harden is Tony Romo. He's Tony Romo with a nappy beard. He's Tony Romo with a beard. Tony Romo. None but stats. When it comes time to deliver, his ass ain't nowhere to be found. That's all he is. That's all he ever gonna be until proven otherwise. Prove me wrong.
My thing is how you gonna win it. And they average that 125 points. I mean, they don't play because you gotta play defense in the playoffs.
Yes.
Did Giannis win the MVP last year?
He asked, can Giannis play?
Did he win it?
Yeah. Does it matter? Nobody remember that. They remember who won championship, don't they? They remember who won Finals MVP, though, don't they?
What happened to him the year before?
Nobody remember that either.
Don't get quiet.
MVP is a participation trophy.
I'm going with your stats.
It's the thing that suckers look forward to bragging about when they came and win rings.
One and out.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like the dude. MVPs are like the dude who get the girl phone number but never get married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the phone number, you ain't never did nothing with it. That's you, James Harden, dude with a phone book full of phone numbers. You ain't got not one girl out the whole damn thing. That's James Harden.
You want to do comedy? Deal with facts.
I watch comedy whenever I see James Harden. When I see people trying to make up something that he's not. That's comedy. That's comedy. Maybe you need to be in the Chappelle basketball league or something. Because when you trying to put the same with the big boys and trying to show like, dude, you're not legendary. Okay, you're a great scoring machine, and that's it. But when it comes to anything else, and when it's crunch time, how you get shut down by Manu Ginobili, dog? When it matters, Manu Ginobili like 142 years old. Come block your shot in a critical moment. Come on,
man. I know everybody else looking forward to y'all.
Go, Richie.
Hasn't had help because he played with. Look at who Harden played with in his career. He played with Chris Paul in his prime, Dwight Howard in his prime. I'm just saying. The dude had more help than Jordan had.
Say some facts to get out your feelings.
Hey, yeah.
That man can't help because he got gals.
Yeah. Well, look, man, we got to finish it up. Next topic, can UMH beat Baylor? Next hot topic is UMH beat Baylor.
That's going to be a good game. Hey, that's
Old Southwest Cup.
Old Southwest Cup.
Yes, sir. Can UMH beat Baylor? What do y'all think?
Yes. As long as they continue to play team basketball, they don't turn the ball over.
Baylor don't what? What say, Slim Man?
Baylor don't think so, though.
Well,
Baylor say that UH can't do it. I like UH this game. I pick UH. I pick UH. I got UH and Gonzaga. That's that show I got running for.
Yo, music. Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you like this. It's gonna be like an old Southwest Conference game. Like you said, Lemonhead, Baylor and U of H. Old Southwest Conference Classic. So that's going to be, Baylor loaded. They go deep. They big and long. But I'm going with the Cougs. And I can tell you a lot of sports boys in town going to make a lot of money with all the Baylor fans and alumni down here in Dallas too. So that'd be great to see. Those two will go at it. See what happens. It's going to be a tough one. But I got to go with the Cougs.
I'm going with Cougs. I'm going with I'm going to show all the way.
Well, man, it's time for another break, man. So we'll be back and we're going to talk about girls versus the boys, NCAA, with this basketball thing. How they set everything up at the tournament for the girls and the guys. So they're pretty upset. The girls are pretty upset. I got to take their side on this one. So we'll go to break right quick.
Rich, I'm waiting to hear what you're going to say.
Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services should be your first and only call when it comes to tax preparation and filing. We know that preparing to file your taxes can be overwhelming and confusing, which is why we offer a comprehensive tax preparation service for an affordable flat fee. Also, we offer a host of other services to include notary. Let us make your life easier with our convenient and affordable notary services. You can certainly entrust your most valuable documents with us. Startup Business Solutions. Establish rapid LLC setups in no time. Marketing strategies. Our team is prepared to offer creative and innovative ways to enhance your business ideas. Credit counseling, insurance protection, and more. Call us for more information and rates. 281-661-3975. Also visit our website at www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. We look forward to servicing you.
VIP Elite Motors is dedicated to offering high-quality pre-owned vehicles for their customers. From the moment you walk through their door, they're committed to providing you with a great car buying experience. With the skilled sales staff and financing options, they will help you get the vehicle that you want at the great price that you deserve. Go to their website, www.vipeliteMotors.com, to pre-qualify without affecting your credit score. No social security number required. Browse their extensive inventory online and check out the featured vehicles section on the homepage. If you see a vehicle that you like, you can submit an online quote request, or you can contact them to schedule a test drive. Give VIP Elite Motors a call today, 281-471-2800. That's 281-471-2800. They're at 1204 West Main Street in LaPorte, and tell them that In the Tunnel sent you to get your new ride.
In the tunnel, 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 sports talk. Ooh.
That's why I say with a smaller ball.
Yeah, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
What's good with you, man? So here we. Oh, Vic said you learned something while you was gone. Hey, Sal, Vic said you learned something while we was gone.
No, but I did enjoy those wonderful turnovers from 13 restaurants. There's plenty of them. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, they really appreciate the
turnovers, man.
Turnover 13 restaurants.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, look, we got a deal here. Women versus NCAA women versus men's workout rooms. So, they had, of course, all the men's tournaments are in Indianapolis, and I think all the girls' tournaments in San Antonio. Mm-hmm. So they was complaining about the weight room they got for them. They didn't have all the extra equipment, and pretty much they want their respect. Women basketball come a long way, and it's really big now. And I think they should at least give them some kind of respect. Because I saw some of the rooms they had them in, it was the size of a closet. I saw the weight room that the guys had, it was the size of a football weight room at a big D1 school. Bigger at that, big room. The biggest rooms in the hotel, they set it up with all the weights, everything they had. So I think that they should at least give the girls a little respect. And basketball at least brings in money.
Let's keep it real here for a second. Let's keep it real here for a second. Who bringing the money? Who brings in the money?
Well, we know the men's sports bringing the money, but the women's sport bring in money in basketball. I know the men do help. If I'm an AD, Richard, I want to make sure my whole LA department gets taken care of. I got to make sure my recruiting good. If I'm at a big school, if I'm at a big school, and we building our girls basketball program good, like UConn, like Baylor, girls and boys, and then I might have the #1 girl in the country. I want to make sure that she gets taken care of. That the boys go, of course, they're gonna get more. She's gonna bring the most money in. But anytime girls have a chance and we making money, and even with the boys bringing in with the girls, and we might miss out on something. We have a girl come in, 2 girls come in. Well, they local around the state. Next thing you know, they comes in and win national championships.
Patrick. Now, without even Googling, I can ask any of y'all, even Vic, you know, him with his sports, his Rockets love himself. I can even ask him. If I were to ask y'all to name the #1 overall pick, let's say the past 5 NBA drafts, you nail it. You nail that, no problem, right? Give me anybody that's been drafted #1 overall the past 5 years in the WNBA.
You know what, Rich?
What's the girl name?
Nobody
cares. But look,
nobody cares, man. I'm sorry.
I don't really.
It's supply and demand. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? If you got a Hyundai budget, your ass is gonna ride in a Hyundai. If you got a Maserati or a Bugatti budget, your ass gonna ride in a Maserati or a Bugatti. You can't complain about not having access to the same resources and the same type of stuff when you don't bring in the kind of revenue that these guys bring in. Here's the numbers. NCAA women's basketball tournament last year brought in 40. The last year before COVID, because they didn't have one last year, so it was 2019. They brought in $42 million in revenue. Okay, 2019, the NCAA men's basketball tournament brought in $129.4 million. So you mean to tell me you don't even make 10? You make a little more than 10% of what the men make, but you want the same as them? Seriously? How could you possibly justify? If I were the men, I'd be pissed off. If I brought in $129 million, you bringing in 14, and you think we gonna have the same?
Look,
go ahead. They still should get the same equipment at the games. You know, they had the Final Four, weight room.
It's no different. Now at the school, but at the NCAA championship, they should have the same effect that's going on with the guys with the girls.
Why is that though? I mean, because I think the numbers play the story. Nobody cares about the women's tournament. I'm sorry, they don't care.
No, I actually been looking at the
same effort. You know, Lemonhead. I mean, you're in a rare group of people. You're in a rare group of people. You got 2 things going for you that most people on this planet can't say. That you watched the women's tournament, and 2B, you picked off a pass from Dan Marino. There's a lot of people can't say that. There's probably more people who intercepted Dan Marino passes than watched the damn tournament. Nobody watched it. Sorry, bro.
I think they watched.
It's probably you and all the other DBs that picked off Marino. Y'all get together, y'all watch the tournament together, and that's it. That's the entire fan base for the women's tournament. Nobody watched that.
Oh, what you say about that H-Town big?
You don't want to hear from me. But you know, I thought you might just be a little contrarian in the beginning, Rich. But this is just downright sexist. You got daughters?
How is that sexist?
You probably don't, because baby about to whoop you right about now.
You need to tell your team they need to hit the women's pool up. Maybe they can make the Rockets better. You probably can replace the Rockets with UConn and do better than they doing now.
Huh?
Yeah. You can replace the Rockets with UConn and they'll do better than the Rockets doing right now.
Okay, well, hold on.
UConn women.
I'm not doing
it. Okay, and then we want to talk about Shaq knowing the Shaq thing.
Let's talk about Deshaun.
Let's just say this real quick. We got to get to one of the special points of the show. Do y'all think they need to lower the goal? Shaq say they need to lower the goal to WNBA. Yeah, do you think they lower it? What do you say, Vic?
Balls are smaller. Lower the goal, too.
I agree with that.
Smaller hands than we do. That's why they have smaller balls.
Right. And the 3-point line is closer.
Yep. I mean,
so what's wrong with nowhere to go?
I can't believe we almost agreed on something.
I'm about to change my mind right now.
So y'all agree nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
everything else.
Let's get to this. Hold on, Rich. Okay, say sign there. All right, we gotta hurry move on though. Look here, we're out of time. Let's get to one of the main special. Sit your ass down award.
This is my favorite part of the show, man. It's always a pleasure.
Is it Richard? You said Richard what? You said you already seen your ass down. So this is the favorite part of the show.
This could be the first time that we have an actual guest on the show get to sit your ass down the award. I mean, we haven't done it out yet. I mean, this is possible. So but we'll roll. We're gonna roll with it. It's all good.
Okay, let's keep going, Rich.
Man, sit your dumb ass down. Sir, could you sit your African American ass down?
Man, sit your ass down.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Could you just sit your ass down and be
Mr.
quiet?
Speaker.
Oh.
You're a scammer. You're a schemer. You've got the brain of a pissant, and you're running an empire. You're not smart. Sit your ass down.
It is a pleasure to award this week's Sit Your Ass Down award to none other than the man himself. Must be about the money, the one and only prime time. Deion Sanders. With his Sit Your Ass Down award in hand, it is a pleasure, Deion, for you to be this week's recipient, man. So, bro, man, you want to tell them the story?
Yeah, let me tell you the story, guys. So, in black college, they don't have, not just black college, small schools, MPS schools, they don't have the same privilege like the D1 schools, like your Baylors and your schools we've been talking about, Michigans. So, pretty much everybody share a lot of things. So Alabama State don't have they don't have a soccer stadium. So they have to use the men's football stadium. So right around this time is soccer time. Of course, it's not normally at the same time that we know we're going through the spring. So Deion wanted to come down and put his equipment in there the day before the game. They told him he couldn't do it. And it was a soccer game going on. He had to wait till the morning. And that's when they normally can do in the SWAC anyway. They get the equipment crew, they come early in the morning and load up the locker room with visit the locker room up. So he wanted to have his way. He complained about that. I'm like, come on. Then he also thought it was childish because he came in the game. They didn't talk about this. He had all his little cameras around him, dancing in the middle of Alabama State logo and everything, being prime time. But then, my thing is, hey man, I know you Deion, you're a Hall of Fame, but you're also a coach now. So take it like a man. Don't get mad at the end of the game and call them childish. When they sit up there and put that picture on when you got drafted, and play must be the money after you got your butt whooped. Like, oh, yeah, So. Yeah. Well, so, I mean, what you think, Leomnhead?
Hey, you can't go to
the SWAC and do the things you're doing, and them guys want to beat him so bad. It's like a Super Bowl every time they play. So every time they go to play Deion now, they know they're going to get media coverage and everything. So they ready to play and they ready to ball. They're not going to let him come in there and talk that noise. You know how ideas from different hoods. One hood ain't going to let the other hood come in and do that. It's not going to happen. So, yeah, that sit your ass down award, that he deserved that one right there. He deserved, I promise you.
He ought to have a trophy case full of He one of the greatest players of all time, but he can't take what he puts out. At the end of the day, he was dancing and prancing, didn't want nobody to dance and prance. When it's this time to get his, whooped on the field like he did that last time. So take it like a man and roll with it. He had no problem running his mouth back in the day. Take it now. Sit your ass down. Something like what Rich gonna do next week. Sit your ass down.
And I'm gonna sit my ass down and watch the Nets get eliminated. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, but look, man, we got. Okay, let's get on to the next one. This is our last time we got to talk about at the end of the show. Let's talk about what's going on with my man Deshaun Watson.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I get exhausted hearing this man's name now, unfortunately, because there's just too much going on with this dude. I used to roll with Sean at the tough for him. I really thought, when this all first started, this is just going to be a bunch of BS and it's going to go away, but it's not going away. It's getting worse. So the last I heard, I think there's actually 20 lawsuits filed. And then he's sending text messages, Instagram messages, and one of the girls, for some reason, he sent a non-disclosure agreement to her.
Well, I'm just gonna say this. These athletes out there better stay off Instagram, okay? Mm-hmm. And all these guys get a big kick out of meeting these girls on Instagram. And in reality, they Instagram hoes. Mm-hmm. My understanding, the girl's supposed to be his main girl. She used to go one of the players from the Jersey Nets or something. Mm-hmm. I'm understanding. Who was the guy she went with?
I can't recall what player it was that she dated. Yeah. They might know who she's. I know she was dating a ball player.
Yeah, I mean, and
they get passed around like cigars, man. Like, all this money y'all got, y'all can't find different girls.
Well, I mean, and the thing is, that's just the thing.
Look at over here.
Instagram is powerful right now. They took the strip club.
Lemonhead got one of them right now.
It's crazy. What you got to say, Vic? Hey, sound Vic about your quarterback.
Man, you got to pay if you're going to play. And I ain't talking about playing in the games on Sunday. You call. Can I say this on night? You got to pay if you're going to play. That's all I can say. If you know what you're dealing with. If it'd been me, I'd have had a helmet on. She never would have known who I was. Can't let them know who you are, Doc.
But hey, Sam, see if it is. Do you think that this is just going over the young league? It's more guys doing the same. Oh, absolutely. They just didn't get called. Yeah, exactly. He's
the one that's getting called by dealing with the situation. That's why everybody right now. Hey, it's gonna die down a little bit until
training camp starts.
Yeah, and he got to go in his pocket. He got to go and set about $3 million to the side for that. He got to pay for that. He got to pay for that.
I just think the girls had a setup. Set them up.
Yeah.
And he's a young kid, but I tell these young kids now, make sure you just stay away from the situation. Don't put yourself in a situation. You make too much money now. We provided you with that era now. You make too much money to do it now. Too much to lose.
Yep. Too much cheddar. Got to take care of the business.
Yeah.
Well, Rich, it's Lemonhead time now. What's up? Lemonhead stand.
Refreshing.
Hey, Rich.
Time for that lemonade. We need some more lemonade. A lot of lemonade. What you got for us?
What a friend.
Hey, Rich.
I'm gonna get him later.
Rich, we gotta. When the Bears lose, if they're gonna end the season, when they go fish, we gotta get a picture of him in his lemonade. Put some lemonade out there in the water. Hey, Rich. That's the same yellow bow tie. Hey, Rich. That's the same yellow bow tie he took at Worthing graduation picture.
That
was great. Give us some good lemonade. I want strawberry though.
Good job. So we gonna talk about on the Lemonhead stand today. It's about how these guys, the free agents, everybody signed 1-year contracts. Now, do you agree with it, or how what do you think about it? Not agree. What do you think about it? Personally, I think that they signed a 1-year contract because it's TV contract coming out. So the TV contract coming out, that means more money in their pockets. Also, in the back end of it, being an older player, they know they signed a new contract and they got TV rights that's out right now, but they're not looking out for us, you know, in the past. They need to do what we did for them is for them and make sure they making the money they make now because of us in the Walter Paytons and the Earl Campbells and all those guys. But they seem to always pad their pockets on with these owners and talk with these owners, and these owners are getting everything they want, and they make too many side deals, so they weeding the retired players out. We don't really have a voice when it comes down to it, but you know, it's a little upsetting, you know. But I'm glad that some of them are being smart and getting some of this TV contract money. So you guys tell me what you think about it.
Well, let me ask you this then, because what about the risk? That's what the only thing that concerns me about this is these guys are going playing unprotected.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rich.
And you know, with these one-year contracts, you never want to think about it, but it's a reality is part of the game. You know this better than anybody. What if something happens in that 1 year that you're trying to ride out so you can wait to get your long-term deal? I think about Dak Prescott and you know what happened to him last year. He's lucky he's on the front end of his career, not the back end of his career. You know, and he's also lucky that he was in a favorable quarterback market where they wound up basically having to pay him because they didn't have any better option.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a double-edged sword, but you know, it's kind of leading that way anyway because everybody wants freedom of movement. At the end of the day, the NFL is not going to allow these star players to have freedom of movement, which I think is what prompted the whole Deshaun thing in the first place. Guys want guaranteed money. And they deserve the guaranteed money, but you know it's two sides to every contract. You got their side and your side, and everybody's got to do a promise for a promise and do what they have to do on their end. But the only way you're gonna really see freedom of movement is a 1-year deal, and it's not really a good thing for a guy, particularly a guy that's not a superstar player. You know, you got the rank and file type players who are not making the same kind of money as the top 5 guys, and so they have to really consider that when they do that. But I can see why right now, like Leomnhead was saying, you may want to do a short-term deal. Because they got this multi-billion-dollar deal coming in with the TV rights. I'm frozen.
It sucks that they signed that CBA, man, because they can be locked into this situation for at least another, I think, 7 or 8 years before the CBA expires again, and they can go back to the table and renegotiate. And I don't understand why they were able to jump on this so quickly without thinking about this type of stuff, thinking about the guaranteed money, thinking about holding teams accountable to their contract, because they're quick to say, oh, well, he needs to honor his contract, blah, 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 blah. He signed for this many years. We're not going to give him more years or a pay raise, but if something happens to that guy, they'll cut him just like that. So what about the team honoring their contract?
Well, go ahead.
See, that's why they got that's what they upfront money like that.
Exactly.
See,
so much up front. When they playing their seasons, it's a $5 million. So they don't make $15 million after that. So they're not worried as much now. But it's never going to be like basketball, baseball, where it's guaranteed. They cut you or something happens, they're going to get paid regardless. And that's the thing that I think we the biggest money making sport around. Why we got guaranteed contracts? Why we don't have the guaranteed money? Why you not taking care of the retired players? Why you not doing? They say they taking care of the retired players.
The most revenue. You got the most revenue, the shortest careers. Why aren't those contracts guaranteed?
Yeah, that's how I go. Man, look, man, we got to close out. Rich, can you tell them what they can follow us on?
Follow us on all of the social media platforms, Twitter at In the Tunnel Talk. We're on YouTube at In the Tunnel Sports Talk, Facebook In the Tunnel Sports Talk, at In the Tunnel Sports Talk on Instagram. So like, subscribe, share.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing you next week. And hey, look, y'all, get ready because we'll be in more of the show's gonna get strong and better. Now we're bringing in H-Town Vic at times
No, you said stronger and better, and then you said hey Sean Vick. Like that you going the wrong.
Get some knowledge while you go.
You're going the wrong direction here.
I heard that. He ain't say never the head, Rick. Be your homeboy.
You were doing good until you said that.
Oh boy.
Hey, I went on last week. Much love to my boy Troy Fenner from Madison High, class 85. New police chief, baby. Hey. Represent, man. Represent.
Congratulations, Troy.
Yeah.
Go do some studying while you're at, Rick.
Yeah. Let's see you next week. Let's see you next week.
Tune in to the Total Talk is too real. Talk about sports with the truth, Truesdale. The Great Sports Morpheus. Listen up and talk about sports with us. This that sports flow. We talking sports, bro. All sorts low. Tune in to the sports show. All sports, all stats. I'm my all-star. Championship MVP. Who gonna ball hard? What's your favorite sporting team? I'm